Hey guys, what's up? It's Maddie. I don't know how many of you know this about me, but I might be a little obsessed with, television shows, movies, the entertainment industry whatsoever. It's fine. A healthy obsession, I swear to God. I have been watching a show recently that is apparently like all the rage in England and the UK and the other half of the world. I had never heard about it until I started following all these YouTubers on their Twitter accounts per se, and they tweet about it constantly. It's a little thing called Love Island. Let me tell you, it is, I don't know why Americans don't have something like this, because it is amazing. It runs for like a month straight every single night on their TVs, and I'm like, you can make so much money doing that. I'm sure they make so much money, and it's so addictive. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. For all of you Americans or anyone else who doesn't know what Love Island is, basically it's, the best way to describe it would be that it is a mix of Big Brother and The Bachelor, and you just put them together and it's their love child. You know what I mean? So dramatic. It's one of the best, trashiest reality shows there is to watch, in my opinion. So I thought I would give an American view of an English show, what I think about it, how it's different than our shows, and like all of the drama that comes from it. Like, there's so many social norms that just drive me insane from it, and I just like, we gotta talk about it, okay? So first off, I'm just gonna say, for the first 2 seasons, I had to have the subtitles on for every single episode because they talk so fast and they use so much slang, I couldn't understand what they were saying. I don't know, this isn't the same for YouTube, but on TV, where they're just saying whatever the heck they want, they speak so fast, and when they're arguing, everything just jumbles together. I was just like, whoa, what am I listening to? It sounded like a foreign language. It was so fascinating to me. Now, me and my friends, I got them addicted to it, so we just kind of have started using it without realizing, because I've watched 4 seasons in like a month and a half. So, for example, pied off. I had absolutely no clue what this meant, and they would say it all the time. Like, the girls would be like, oh, he pied me off. Or the guys would be like, oh, she's a mug. She's mugging me off right now. And I'd be like, what the heck are you talking about? I'm gonna put the Urban Dictionary definition down below, because I don't even know if it's a real thing. I think it's just slang, like how we use certain weird terms. But it's so fascinating. Like, on the show, they call girls birds. And guys are geezers. Like, why are we relating girls and guys to animals? And then, when you like someone, it's called you fancy them. You're like, oh, I fancy that bird over there. And another thing, okay, so whenever you listen to a girl or a guy talk about what their type is on paper, which is like, they have these words, okay, they have these catchphrases they always say, but it is like almost objectifying how they talk about each other. Like, a guy will be talking about his dream girl and he'll just immediately be like, brunette, big boobs, tiny, like petite. Nothing about the personality. I noticed that girls are a little better on the show about it, but most of them are still like, tall, dark, and handsome. Oh, but like, he's gotta be funny. It's just like, it's very interesting to see how they describe each other. Another thing I've noticed is, I don't know if anybody, like, if you watch The Bachelor or like Keeping Up with the Kardashians or anything like that, you'll know the type of show it is, because it's a reality TV show. They'll have what's going on in the moment, and then they'll pull one person aside for an interview and they'll have their commentary on the situation, and they'll interject that throughout the show. In American television, girls are nasty about each other, about what's going on, and they'll just sit there and they will go at it, but not to the person's face. They'll say it in the interview. Where on this show, it's the complete opposite. The girls are so nice to each other behind each other's backs. If this was The Bachelor, like, heck no, in the interview they would be shit-talking each other up a storm. But then in person they'd be like, hi, you're so cute. I totally don't see why he doesn't like you. But on this show, if the girls have a problem with each other, they'll just come out and say it up front. And then in the interview, they'll be like, oh, she's probably just having a bad day. Like, it's okay. She's still a really nice girl. And I'm like, I need a friend like that. Especially with this season alone, I wish I had a Georgia or a Danny as a friend. I don't know. I've heard other things as the season progressed. I'm American. I watch it on Hulu, so I'm only on like episode 20 something, like 25 I think. But so far, like, the girls are so loyal to each other, besides a few individuals, but we're not gonna talk about that. If they will follow each other out when the guy's being a douche to them, and they'll go and they'll sleep on the outside bed with their friend, like, it's just awesome. I'm a big fan of the girl loyalty. But, however, when they do fight, like, this is with the guys and the girls, subtitles have to be on, because they don't make logical sense when they fight. They don't have a conversation, they don't sit there calm, they all just start swearing and cussing each other out, and they don't make pointed arguments. They all just yell at each other and scream, and it drives me insane because I'm like, you wouldn't be arguing if you just sat down and had a conversation. You know what I mean? But not on this show. I don't know, it might just be for the drama, who knows, it's reality show, so. But I'm like sitting there thinking, I could never date a single one of, like, any of the guys on the show, because they just come up and they're like, F you, you little you slag. I don't know what that even means. Like, that's just, but it sounds offensive, and like, it can be over, oh, she didn't make me a cheese toastie last night. I'm gonna go cuss her out. I'd be like, can we just like sit down and be like, hey, next time, make me a cheese toastie. Just maybe. Now I'm gonna get into like some social commentary about this season in particular. It's season 4, in case you didn't know. But boy, do we have some double standards, and it drives me insane. Let me just start off by saying all of these people are humans. They're on a heated reality TV show where there's so many crazy objectives getting thrown at them all the time, and they know they're being watched. So I don't think any of these people are inherently bad. You know what I'm saying? I think that people have certain personality traits that get brought out of them because of the situation. But can we just talk about how, like, crazy double standard. Okay, so Adam, he is the biggest playboy I've ever seen, like witnessed live and in reality. I don't know, but he gets on the island and within 2 weeks he's had 4 girls. One, I personally think it's the girl's fault for even thinking they can go in there and change his mind about them. Like, no, that's his personality. If he thinks he likes something better, he's gonna like it. That's just, he's been very clear about that. So I don't really think, I mean, yeah, it's his issue. He shouldn't be doing that. But girls shouldn't be trying to, like, getting upset when they get pied off from him because, you know what I'm saying? Like, they knew going into it what he was. Besides the first girl, but, you know. But he gets praised on this show, y'all. Like, he is a god amongst men. Girls even like him still. Like, he doesn't get hate on there. But then Megan comes in, okay? She had one guy that she was like loyal to the whole time until she started to feel like she didn't like him as much. And then she was straight up with him. And then she went for another guy who, still, inherently bad because he had a girl at this time. That was her friend, you know, but that's a whole nother ballpark issue. She does this, and immediately she is attacked everywhere online. All I see is, oh, Megan's such a slut, blah, 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 like, she can't go for 2 guys at once, blah. And I'm just like, So you guys can worship Adam but hate on Megan because they did the same thing, and Adam's doing it with like twice as many people. Like, just because she's a girl and he's a guy, so it's okay. That the way they both went about it was very different, so I can kind of understand that, but it's not okay. And then there is, okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna say about it for right now because I'm not caught up and so I don't know if it's changed, but there's also a crazy, like, insane gaslighting culture within this show. Anytime, like with Adam or even with Wes, anytime he starts to put the moves on another girl and the girl sees it, the girl has like a gut feeling about it and she confronts him whatsoever, they make her feel so crazy and so stupid for what she's feeling when all of London, when all of the world basically can see what he's doing. And I feel so bad because it's like, girls, don't feel psycho if you have a gut intuition and you can see what this man is doing. Like, no, you're correct. He's an asshole. Like, get out of there. And so it drives me insane because on the show, like, the guys make the girls look insane for even questioning them. But you can also see the viewers can see them getting it on with the other girls and flirting behind their backs. And I just wish I could go on the island and just be like, break up with him. This is what's happening. Blah, blah, blah. But you can't. And this happens all the time anyways in real life. And this is such a personification of like, hey, this is what real life is like. Like, guys, take notes because don't do that or you'll get cut out. It gets to me. It gets to me. And I'm sure it's going to happen many more times, but I can't take it. So yeah, I'm not going to keep this video too long, but if you haven't watched Love Island, please start watching it now. If you do watch it, tell me your opinions because nobody here watches it and I need to talk about it with somebody. So if you do, let me know and we can have a lengthy discussion. I will be very open to that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like these type of videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you guys and I will see you next time. Bye.